Welcome everyone to Tethys Shipyards. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Art Master, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
Today we are doing the Yamato class starship, not the one from STO. That is Yamato 2. We are looking at the Yamato 1, a design from Starfleet Command, which has also arrived, which has appeared in Rich Commander through mods.
Though technically this is not the Yamato proper. This is a TMP version, a TOS version of the design, which, to be fair, it functions, it's just, well, it's not the ship in question, so we will be... This ship was designed specifically to deal with literally any of the largest ships in the Klingon, Confederate, and Romulan fleets.
Yeah.
Created during the so-called Day of the Eagle. During the Ike... game.
Yeah. Shall I make a specific document just for this version?
That said, this version of the ship... Yeesh. Okay. Never accuse me of speed. Prepare for ramming speed.
Yeah.
And gives us a chance to actually look at the damn ship.
Yeah.
This is a quad nacelle design.
Yep.
Twin hulls with a roll bar above and under. Now, obviously, this is a TOS version, not the TMP version that will be used in document. This is simply used as a maneuvering example.
Yeah.
The ship was commissioned to a point by Admiral Cartwright. Yes, that Cartwright. As a result of needing to deal with Klingon and Romulan aggression during the 70s and 80s of the 23rd century.
Yes.
However, as with every single other starship design, the Khitomer Accords put paid to this ship. Only 4 or 5 ships were ever constructed, the 5th ship not even seeing, well, completion. Eventually, all 5 ships were placed into the care of the Corps of Engineers, who used the vessel to develop new weapon systems and technologies, most of which were used on the Ambassador class, including collimator phaser arrays and new photon torpedo launchers. Eventually, the ships were scrapped as soon as the Ambassador class program was well underway. By the time the Enterprise C was launched in 2332, all Yamato class vessels were scrapped, and the vessel's name would later be reused for the Yamato class dreadnought cruiser, as seen in 2410. As stated, the Yamato is a very big, very mean, very nasty ship.
Yeah. Would this be scale 5 or scale 6?
It would be pretty much, it would be almost, it would effectively be scale 6. There's only one ship bigger than this. The Galaxy. That's right, this
Right.
thing was bigger, at least in terms of length, than the Ambassador class.
Yeah, and as such, its scale as such, it probably has similar crew, several hundred, at least 1,000.
Considering the complexity of this vessel and her registry,
Yeah.
that being NCX, accepted into service, but
So, entered service date
2287.
2280. Okay. So this is soon after, a couple years after Khan and search respawn.
Yeah, right after the whale probe incident. Somebody's going to have a very bad day.
40 points says it. 40 points plus 8. 48 scale. We got 50 points. Start by 8 points of everything. So,
Ouch.
8 points in comms, computers, engines, sensors, structures, weapons. We have 2 more points we can allocate before making adjustment.
Sorry about that.
Right. So,
Okay.
let's see. I'd say this thing is built for battle, so I would say at least one more point in weapons. So weapons 9.
Very much so.
Yeah. Structure 9 as well. That thing is pretty big and pretty beefy.
I do apologize for the low poly model, but nobody wants to make a high poly version of this ship. Hopefully, and I mean hopefully,
Yeah. Hopefully, Mr. Morone will be able to do something for us. So, currently we
hell,
are
call it the Yamato class, I don't care.
yeah. So, currently we are sitting at comms 8, 8, structure 9, weapons 9. That look good? I think we should shift points from.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. I presume you're going to need a descriptor trait.
Well, basic descriptor trait of Federation Starship is fine, but next up is departments, assigning 3 points to the basic ratio. Department can have 2. I'd say probably at least a point in security.
Considering its size, scale, and intended role of killing anything smaller than it is.
Right. Maybe 2 points.
Of course, I am facing off against a B-10 Kalis Batlith class.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Right. Let's put that last man. This thing could probably be an effective command ship. Alright. So, that's the department points. Next up is space frame talent. let's see. Let's go to talent lists. Okay.
Hmm.
Command ship
I,
probably.
I think this thing would have a proto-spinal lance. That second
Oh,
roll bar doesn't exactly say torpedo launcher. In fact, I've looked at the model. There's no torpedo tubes in that underside roll bar.
huh. Well, when we get to weapons, we can do that. But first up, talents like command ship or secondary reactor.
Oh, this most definitely has secondary reactors. I mean, just look at the damn thing.
Yeah.
It has 2 warp cores.
Yeah. So secondary reactors.
Oh.
We should probably give at least 2 more.
Well, due to its experimental nature, they're probably going to be very bad talents.
Well, these talents basically represent specialized equipment and such. So like redundant systems or rugged design. The secondary reactors is a thing.
That's almost bullying.
Command ship is another one.
Well, this most certainly is a command ship. These ships are not meant to go off alone. They're supposed to be escorted by smaller vessels, such as the Excelsior class. Though in this case, I will be including a Constitution in the vein of the Constitution refit, just like the Enterprise A.
Yeah. So let's see. Command ship, secondary reactors. Let's add improved hull integrity as well. Starfleet would have made this thing very hard to kill.
You have no bloody idea.
Alright, so...
Defend command ship. Defend command ship.
I think that's good on the Spacefarm talents list. So now let's look up. Now we get into the weapon. Phaser banks and photon torpedoes.
Obviously.
And I think you're probably right about that. Lower bar means final lance level. Or you could say phaser's final lance is special. Phaser's final lance. The basic descriptor trait of Federation Stars. Oh, and Strength 5 Tractor Beam. So, now for special rule.
Gatling phaser.
Oh.
This is due to its weapons layout. See this? This is called a phaser G for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Do Gatling phaser and proto. Gatling phasers, Proto, Lance. Alright. We'll start by statting, and we'll start by coming up with rules for the land. I would say, I would mainly say this thing has an increased complication range. So if you're firing that, you have a better chance you have a higher chance of getting a complication, which can be turned into threat or can cause some interesting things to happen.
This is the first variation of a spinal lance ever introduced in the Starfleet service, after all.
Yeah. So,
Kind of a
the
proto-phaser cannon.
final lens
Ooh.
Give this thing a increased complication range of 4. That's very high complication range. Alright, now for the Gatling.
Fire. A rate of fire increase.
Let's see. Not,
4
let's
shots. 4 shots compared to a standard phaser of the time.
I think that we'd probably do something to affect the amount of challenge dice rolled when calculating damage. So the ship's phaser banks can fire at a much higher rate than other ships of time. As a minor action, phaser bank and Gatling mode rating. Alright, I think that's good.
Seems like it. My apologies, I'm dealing with a Romulan ship.
Yeah. So, that is the Yamato. The Yamato 1. A very big, very potent starship design. Built basically to to deal with anything that might get through it.
But she never really got to do anything, other than serve as a testbed for literally new technologies.
Yeah.
But SFA seems to have a love of using uh-oh.
Yeah, but through homebrew rules for Star Trek Adventures, we can get this thing a bit better. And if anyone wants to use it, feel free. And of course, if you have feedback or anything that might work for this, leave us some comments.
Either I'm going to die or it's going to die. I don't care which. It's gonna be me.
Yep. See you all next time.
Bye.